Good afternoon. It is 2:39, and I feel 100% better than what I did about an hour and a half ago. As you know, I started a new medication called celexa and Klonopin, which I decided today I won't be taking any more of that crap. It had me fucking blown away. It had me fucked up, and I don't need that. I don't care how much it works on the withdrawal or whatever. I was doing fine with the clonidine, and he said I'll be much better off with the Klonopin or whatever, since I'm going through the opiate withdrawals and I still have feelings of wanting to get high and this and that. But the Klonopin for me is like a knockout thing. And when I tried it yesterday morning, I took 2 of them on my way to go to court, and I tell you, I was on that train really fucked up. And if you see from my video last night how fucked up I was, I looked at high, felt high, but it was such a fucked up high. I didn't like it. Then I went to sleep and I said I'll take the celexa later. So I guess when I mixed the celexa with the Klonopin was not a good idea. So I can't do both. I want to give the celexa a try, but the Klonopin, I don't. That's it for the Klonopin for me. I'm even thinking about not even doing the celexa at all. So I was sitting here contemplating because I felt fucked up still from the Klonopin and from the celexa. And like I've been doing kratom for 5 days, but the first 3 days it wasn't doing nothing for me. It was already 30 days. Maybe it was getting old. I don't know. So I have some red strains there still, which was a little bit more fresher. So I decided on the Red Thia because I saw this video on it. So I said, let me try the Red Thia. But this time what I did was I was not greedy. And if I do have a kratom problem with 5 days, which I doubt it, I felt maybe the kratom would make me feel better. So I took a half a teaspoon of the red vein, the Red Thia, and just a little tiny more. So it was like 3 grams and a little quarter of it. And I mixed it up. But the thing I noticed, it wasn't gritty. It wasn't when I picked it up on my spoon. It like totally melted in there, which that's what I wasn't getting that with the rest of my leftovers. It was like the quality had just went really down. And then with the yellow one, it wasn't, the King Super wasn't affecting me. And I took almost 7 grams of that, and I regret it. I won't do it again because it really fucking like fucked me up. It was a fucked up high. It just blew my mind, and I had to get air. My head felt totally big, like it wanted to blow up. I was feeling numbness from my feet down, so it was totally too much. So I figured, since I've been taking it for 5 days, but really the first 3 strains wasn't doing nothing because maybe my tolerance level was up, but I refused to put any more in it. But I did it for the yellow because I wanted to make sure if it was working or not, or maybe it was my tolerance. So it had to be the tolerance. So when I took it, I shouldn't have took 7 grams. I should have just stuck with 6 grams. Maybe I would have been better off. So I said, let me try this Red Thia. Even though I heard the red veins are good to go to sleep, you're supposed to take them at bedtime. But I saw a video where the guy said the red veins were still mixing with something else. So I don't know. So I took the Red Thia, and I saw no grittiness in it, no nothing. So it totally melted perfectly fine. And I took it, and it wasn't as strong as the other one because it wasn't that dark green like I usually have it. And when I took it fairly quickly because I don't boil my water all the way, just enough for it to melt. And when I took it, after 15 minutes, the feeling of the Klonopin and the celexa went away. It clearly gave me a better head. I stopped feeling that shitty feeling that I was feeling from the leftovers of the Klonopin and the celexa. Maybe I shouldn't have done both of them like that. But why would he give me both of them if I can't use both of them at the same time? But for me, that's not working. So I quit taking those two medications. I'm not going to do it. I was feeling fine before that. Maybe a little bit of more depression, but I'm going to have to deal with that somehow. But I don't want to deal with it with that. That shit makes me fucked up, and it's supposed to make me feel better. And the first time that I took it that I could remember, I just got it. So I don't know why I'm saying it was for 2 days. And no, it could have been for 2 days. I just got it. But when I took it, I took the celexa later on at 10. I slept it off, but when I woke up, oh my God, it was so horrible. It was the worst feeling. I couldn't get out of bed. I woke up at 7, like my natural time, with no problem. But it still had me like, ugh, like I laid back down, and that never usually happens. So I said, I can't go on during the day like this. So I tried the Red Thia, and totally impressed. They said it makes you sleepy. I feel sleepy, but not sleepy. It gave me a little energy. I went to the store, went and got my breakfast, ate breakfast, got me a nice cup of coffee. Now I'm going to get in the shower because I no longer have that feeling of that clozapam and that Klonopin in me for right now. I don't know. It just took it all away. I was just so fucking happy and ecstatic about it. It gave me a little boost of energy. And now I feel normal, which I'm happy because I couldn't see myself going through the rest of that. I still felt tired and everything and lethargic. And anyway, when I took that red vein, poof, stopped everything. But I'm lowering my dosage. I got some red stuff there, which I will be lowering my dosage. So if I take it later on, it will be just 3 milligrams and not 3 and some, just 3 milligrams. But I won't be taking it to like get to work. And I'll find out what the duration is in a little while, how long it lasts. But I hope it lasts enough for this Klonopin and all that to come out of my head. I took my not on my Risperdal, my Lamictal like I always do. It's a new day. I didn't do any of the clozapam or the Klonopin. That shit is dead. I don't care what my mother says. It makes me feel it'll take I don't care. I don't want to feel that way. I don't want to feel that way at all. I don't want to feel that way. I don't like it. I don't know how people can do that shit. That shit's for the birds. And then Klonopin is something that you can get very addicted to. And I'm not going back on an addiction. I just got off of one. Why would he give me that? I don't understand. Why would he give me that? He says, since you're going through still wanting to get high and everything, the Klonopin will take that away. It'll take the anxiety away and it'll stop you from wanting to get high. And it's a bunch of bullshit. You want to get high, you get high. But the Klonopin, I couldn't get high if I wanted to because I couldn't reach the table and get anything because that shit had me fucked up and knocked me the fuck out. And it had me all day, literally felt like a drug addict. And I was never one to take a drug, a downer. I don't like downers, and I still don't like them, and I don't like that. Don't like it. I ain't taking it. When I go back next month, you can have your shit. I don't want none of that shit. I don't like the way it makes me feel. I don't want to hear, oh, it takes time. I don't have time. I don't have 3 or 4 days to get over that. I have to work. I don't want to go to work with my eyes all shut off, looking all high and having no physical energy or anything. That's for the fucking birds. No, 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 no. I'm feeling much better. Not fully energetic, but not bad. Not as bad as I was feeling this morning from it. Because that shit was some long-lasting shit. I figure I get up in the morning and poof, be gone and done with it. But I was still very leery about the Klonopin, but I tried it anyway. And then I thought about it. I was like, Ada, you can't get on that Klonopin thing. After 5 days of that, I'll be fucking done. Then I'll be fucking on here again. Oh, I'm fucking kicking Klonopin. And no. No. I'm going to leave it alone, put it on the shelf, let it rot. I don't give a fuck. I ain't taking it. It's just too much for me. I don't like it at all. Maybe it works for others, or maybe people take it for other kicks or whatever, but I can't take it like that. I'm a small person, and even that 1 milligram, so together it was 2 milligrams. It says by mouth twice a day, 2 per day. Maybe it was just too much for me in one day. I don't care. I just don't want to take the Klonopin. It's an addictive thing, and it's an opiate. He said, no, it's not an opiate, it's a benzo. I don't care what it is. It's still in the benzo family. When you withdraw from it, it's a problem. I'm not, just because I did the Suboxone and that wasn't a happy thing, I'm not going through that with the Klonopin. That one day yesterday was enough for me, and it hit me like a rock. He said, oh, you'll feel this way for a while, but it'll go away. You'll get... No. If a medication hits me that hard the first time, it ain't for me. I'm not taking it. I'm not putting my body through that. I've been waking up fine and everything the last few days. Then I take this shit and I feel like I'm going backwards. Fuck that. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. It's 3 o'clock. I have to go to work at 7:15. And I'm not going feeling like that. I don't feel the greatest, but since I took the Red Thia, I feel much better. Like out of 100%, maybe 75, which is better than what I was feeling earlier, which was a fucking 0. And no, I don't want to. I got mucho respect for that stuff, and I'm not putting that stuff in my body. I don't want nothing to do with benzos or any of that shit. So, I'm going to look up Clonidine, but I asked him, and he said Clonidine is just for anxiety. And what does he say? Anxiety and something else. He said it's just for anxiety. It's not a benzo or an opiate. But I've been taking more of it since sometime I wake up with a funny feeling. I take it, and when I wake up with headaches, I take it. But now I'm not waking up with the headaches that I was getting before. So I'm going to be cutting down on it, just taking 1 a day to see how that makes me feel until I totally cut myself completely off of it. But no, I won't be standing here telling you a sob story on how I got hooked on Klonopin because the doctor said so. No, not happening. I'm going to take me a shower. Hopefully it wakes me up. Then maybe a nap. Let me see how I feel after a nap. You know? But no more Klonopin, no more, none of that shit. They can keep that shit. I don't want to feel like that. And you can still see it in my eyes a little bit. No. No. Not for me. I'm not doing that anymore. I took all my vitamins. I took everything I needed to take. Now I'm going to take a hot shower, get up, get dressed, get ready for work, and just lay down for a little bit. I feel a headache coming on. But I already took the Clonidine, so that takes care of the headache usually. So I got to give it like 15, 20 minutes, and it will take care of it. But as far as the other stuff, I won't be touching it. It's just not for me. I can't be like that. So anyway, on that note, I'm going to leave you guys. I'm going to take me a nice, steaming, hot shower, get my bones together, get dressed, see where that takes me. It's 2:54, it's 3 o'clock. I should be dressed by 4. And I'm going to lay down to like 6 to get my bearings back. And if I need to take another cup of red vein, I will. But like I said, I'm only taking a half a teaspoon, which is probably like 3 milligrams or 2.5 milligrams. It did me wonders. It took all that bad feeling that I had from those pills. It took it away. That's all I'm interested in. And then I'm going to take my energy thing later on this evening. In case I go to work and start feeling tired, I'll take some of that and it'll just rewire me back up. So you guys have a good afternoon and I'll see you later.